Grandmaster David Counts had this presentation on our Masonic charities prepared in order that all the Masonic brethren in Texas might be aware of the amount of charitable work done by Masons. It is his hope that it will not only allow you to become more knowledgeable about our charities, but that it will also bring you a sense of pride because you are part of making them all happen. Without Masons, there would be no Masonic charities. Join me now as we prepare to travel to a special place, a place so enormous and expansive that it can easily hide because it is too big for the eye to see. Let us travel to that special place known as the Masonic Charity Zone. Welcome to the world of Masonic charities. How proud you should be that you are a Mason. By the time this video is over, your chest should be swelling with pride and your buttons about to pop off of your shirt. You are not just part of the largest and oldest fraternity on earth, one whose membership reads like a who's who directory, but also you are part of one of the greatest kept secrets in Masonry. And that secret is not words, signs, or symbols. It is that deep, dark secret of philanthropy, otherwise known as Masonic charity. Every day there is a tremendous amount of charitable work done by Masons, and the world is not even aware of most of it, and many of our brethren are not aware of all of it. Yes, almost everyone knows of the work of one or two Masonic charities. However, very few know about all the charitable work done daily by Masons in the appendant bodies throughout the nation, and the Masons of the Grand Lodge of Texas. Your Grand Master wants you to be fully aware of these charities and promote and publicize them throughout your communities. This includes getting referrals for the people who need these services. I only have time in this video to give you an overview and hopefully whet your appetite to learn more. So let's take a look into the mystical world of Masonic charity. In Arlington, Texas, we have another, although not intentionally, well-kept secret. Founded by the Royal Archmasons of Texas, the Texas Masonic Retirement Center has been serving Masons and their families since 1911. It has changed and expanded over the years to provide the finest in living arrangements. TMRC offers its services to Texas Master Masons, their wives, widows, mothers, and never-married sisters and daughters. They also welcome any member of a Texas chapter of the Order of the Eastern Star. They have a pay-as-you-go plan for those who prefer to maintain their personal estate, but they also offer the traditional option, which is total care during the resident's lifetime in exchange for their assets. Every day at the TMRC, 3 hot meals are prepared for the residents. The menu is varied and each meal offers many appealing choices. Enjoying meals together, eating delicious food, and not worrying about cooking or cleaning up are some of the wonderful amenities of living at TMRC. And accommodations are very important to everyone. There are a wide variety of room sizes at the TMRC, including duplexes and apartments. A 4-story independent living apartment building is currently under construction, and will offer efficiency 1 and 2 bedroom units upon completion. As you can see, there are a wide variety of housing choices available at TMRC. In-house fun is always a big hit with the residents, and TMRC offers a wide variety of entertainment, ranging from barbershop quartet, games of 42, bingo, arts and crafts, and many ways to exercise, including a weight room. If you don't have anything to do, all you have to do is ask. And for those residents who want to participate in some off-site fun, TMRC offers shopping excursions, trips to the ballpark, a day at the state fair, and much, much more. They enjoy all the same freedoms as living in a single-family residence, often with a lot more opportunities to share good times with new friends. Another convenience is the Wellness Center, which is located in-house. As you can see, your medical needs will be well addressed. The TMRC is committed to providing quality care for the residents during their entire life. For some people, more complex medical care and attention may be needed as they age. And when someone needs more care, the facility provides a sparkling clean area with skilled nursing services, physician visits, medication distribution, and assistance with personal needs. Each resident has access to a call system that is monitored 24 hours a day, 7 days a week by the nursing staff. With the nursing center attached to the main building, there is never any need to move to an entirely different location. Your same familiar friends and staff members are all right there. The Texas Masonic Retirement Center is dedicated to providing uplifting and comfortable surroundings and the finest in long-term care. In Dallas, nestled just off Interstate 35 on Welborn Street, is the Texas Scottish Rite Hospital for Children. It is one of the nation's leading pediatric centers for the treatment of orthopedic conditions. It also is a first-class research facility that has received 17 patented research discoveries, one of which has been used worldwide since the 1980s. It has grown to this outstanding recognition from the humble beginnings by Dr. W.B. Carroll and a group of Texas Masons to help patients with polio. For many years, outstanding and unselfish service was devoted to the patients with this then dreaded disease. In 1954, the Salk and Sabin vaccines became available and thankfully virtually eliminated polio. The hospital then began the evolution to the treatment of children with orthopedic conditions, or in layman's terms, bone deformities. Orthopedic conditions may be present at birth, such as clubfoot, or may develop over time, such as scoliosis. As I said at the beginning, the Texas Scottish Rite Hospital is one of the nation's leading treatment centers for these conditions. In fact, the physicians of the hospital wrote the book on the treatment of orthopedic conditions affecting children. Now in its 4th edition, the book is the standard reference guide for orthopedic surgeons around the world. Technicians from the hospital's on-site prosthetics department custom fabricated Jordan's state-of-the-art carbon fiber prosthetic leg. It allows her to excel in her favorite sports. The hospital fabricated 340 prosthetic limbs in 2008. Mario is receiving treatment for clubfoot from physical therapists using the French physical therapy method. The hospital treated 1,098 patients last year with clubfoot. Patient Richard is treated for his hand difference by the hospital's world-class surgeons and remarkable research team. They work together to provide specialized care for children with hand and upper limb deformities. They can do wonderful things like give a child back a missing thumb by using part of an index finger. I could go on, but there are just too many stories to be told today. Dr. Luke Waits came to the hospital in 1964 practicing as a neurologist. He soon recognized that some kids had a hard time reading and writing. Through his studies, he established a program to identify and treat children with learning disorders. Because of his program, thousands of Texas students have learned to read and write. Here you see the current statistics of the hospital, and it is well worth noting that they have treated over 180,000 patients since inception. For more than 85 years, the hospital has provided the highest quality medical care without ever charging a patient family for services. Texas Scottish Rite Hospital for Children, dedicated to the health and happiness of children. Fezzes on their heads performing in parades, each of their units bringing joy and pleasure to the people who watch. Fun-loving guys, but one who have a serious desire to help children. In Galveston, Texas, the Shriners Hospital for Children specializes in pediatric burn treatment. For over 40 years, they have been helping these children in their hospital that consists of 2 units, a 15-bed unit for acute burn care and a 15-bed unit for reconstructive burn care. Here you see an intensive care room that can be used as an operating room should the patient require quick emergency treatment. The hospital is well equipped and staffed with expert physicians in the field of burn treatment, but they believe that treatment should include more than just medical attention. And play is considered an essential part of a child's healing process. It is an effective intervention therapy to a child in pain. There are no medical procedures in the playroom, only good, wholesome fun. A very important part of a child's treatment is preparing them to re-enter the school system. This program teaches them how to adjust to the many issues they will encounter when they go back to school. In addition to treating the patients, there is a strong focus on research for better ways to accomplish their recovery. The Shriners Hospital for Children, helping kids defy the odds. Now we all know that Hurricane Ike caused severe damage to the hospital, and at this time Imperial Shrine has indefinitely suspended the opening. However, we hope that it will open again soon, and we just couldn't leave it out of the program because it has done so much good in the past. But these guys in the fezzes don't stop here. Just up the road a few miles is the Houston Shriners Hospital for Children, a 40-bed orthopedic hospital providing comprehensive orthopedic care to children at no charge. The Houston Hospital has developed a special expertise in 18 pediatric orthopedic areas, all because they want to help children like these to lead as normal a life as possible. Children who cannot walk correctly, clubfoot, and many other orthopedic problems are dealt with to make these children's life a little bit more normal. Shown here is a picture of the Chief of Staff, Dr. Douglas Barnes, with a patient at the East-West Shrine Game. The annual East-West Shrine Game raises funds and attention for the Shriners Hospitals for Children. Here you see some of the players visiting with the children at the hospital. They always come by before the game, and as you can see, the children really enjoy their visits. There are 22 Shriners Hospitals throughout North America. The number of children helped is approximately 865,000, and all at no charge to the family. The Shriners have spent over $3 billion on hospital operating costs since their inception, and you can see the millions of dollars for operating costs and renovations in their 2008 budget. The Knights Templar of old had to fight a lot of tough battles to accomplish their good deeds. Some were even burned at the stake. But today's Knights Templar don't have to fight those physical battles, but they do fight hard to accomplish some great charitable deeds. That others might see. That is the motto of these Sir Knights, and they work hard to achieve that goal. Founded in 1956 to aid those who need help in the preservation of sight, the Foundation handles approximately 2,000 cases a year, with the cost per case varying depending on the surgery type. As shown on this chart, Texas received over $881,000, which was by far the largest amount for any state in 2008. This slide shows the breakdown of how each dollar was spent, and I think it is well worth noting that administrative costs were held under 9 cents per dollar. In so many charitable organizations, the administrative costs are well above that. Since the inception of the foundation in 1956, payment on cases is over $103 million and research grants given in excess of $10 million. These nights are sure generous, but wait, as they say on TV, there's more to come. The Knights Templar also have an educational foundation, and it is their belief that investment in education is an investment in the future, and they back that up with a lot of money. The Texas Knights Templar Education Foundation is a trust fund of the Grand Commandery of Texas and is administered by the directors of the foundation. Although it can make loans, its primary purpose is to make grants. The foundation provides financial assistance through loans and grants for junior and senior students, graduate students, and second-year students attending vocational and technical schools in accordance with the established policies. The Grand Encampment Foundation was started each night paying $1 per year for a period of 9 years beginning July 1st, 1924. And guys, the fund has really grown, producing these results. More than 83,000 students nationwide have shared in receiving $46.5 million, and 8,231 of them were Texas students who received $3.25 million of that total. Truly, these guys are knights in shining armor. The Grotto, good fellowship is their slogan. Although it is an organization for good wholesome fun and frolic, it also has its serious side. In June 1949, the Grotto Supreme Council adopted as its national objective the cause of cerebral palsy, and from that day to the present has supported the research of this dreaded disease. Since that time, the Grottos in North America have contributed over $1 million to United Cerebral Palsy research. Realizing there was a greater need for special children, in 1970 the Grotto adopted Dentistry for Children with Special Needs as its second humanitarian project. The Grotto saw a need and took the lead in providing dental care for children with the following conditions: cerebral palsy, muscular dystrophy, mentally challenged, and for organ transplant patients. Tens of thousands of patients have been treated at the Advocate Illinois Masonic Medical Center in Chicago since inception of the program in 1970, and at Medical College of Ohio in Toledo, and at Children's Medical Center in Dallas, Texas. The dollar numbers were not available to me at the time of this video for all treatments prior to 1985, but $6,700,000 has been paid out since 1985, with almost $4 million being paid in the last 10 years. The Humanitarian Foundation has an annual operating budget of $1,700,000, and so you can see the program has really come to life in the past few years. And as if all the above is not enough, the Grotto now has a special involvement with the Special Olympics Special Smiles program. Grotto, fun-loving guys who love helping special people. The Texas Masonic Charity Foundation is a 501c3 organization created in 2004 to work closely with Grand Lodge and all subordinate lodges in Texas to perform charitable work. The foundation is still in its infancy and does not have adequate funds to generate interest enough to allow for the issue of any grants at this time, except for matching grants obtained by lodges. Matching fund grants are those such as when a lodge raises money for a scholarship, let's say $500 for example. They then go to an organization such as Walmart and ask for a matching grant. Walmart can only give money to a 501c3 organization, and our lodges don't qualify, but they can have Walmart send the money to the Texas Masonic Charity Foundation, which is a 501c3, and the foundation will then send the matching funds to the lodge. When the foundation becomes better funded, it can make grants directly to lodges and other 501c3 organizations for eligible purposes. Other than gifts or grants received, the Texas Masonic Charity Foundation receives a $3.75 per capita tax assessment each year, which has resulted in the collection of $757,810 for the fund as at the end of the year, October 31st, 2008. The foundation funds are invested in preferred stocks with A, AA, and AAA companies that pay dividends. Current balance of the investment account, including per capita gifts, interest, and dividends, is $856,666 as of the end of the fiscal year, October 31st, 2008. Beginning with a resolution in 1885 to offer a permanent home for Masonic widows and orphans, to 1899 with the opening of the Masonic Widows and Orphans Home in Fort Worth, and today with the Masonic Children and Family Services Program, the Masons of Texas continue to uphold the legacy of supporting children, families, and widows. Although the brick and mortar may be gone, we are now working to improve the quality of life for children and families in Texas, working with the community to promote a positive future for healthier individuals and stronger families, and we are strengthening families for a brighter future. We are continuing to increase the number of those we can help. And who do we help? In 2008, more than 800 children, families, and Masonic widows received $1.6 million in services. To be eligible for these services, an applicant must be a Texas resident, there must be an established need, and widows must meet special rules. The staff is very careful about how the funds are distributed. Those requesting funds must meet all the requirements listed on the slide. In addition, we pay the providers, not the family. For example, we pay the dentist for filling a cavity. We don't give the money to the parents and hope the child is taken to the dentist. This is a list of the services funded by Masonic Children and Family Services, but I believe examples tell the story better. For instance, we are paying for housing, food, clothing, and any other needs for a brother and a sister who lived at the Masonic Home and School campus. These children, ages 7 and 8, now live at a beautiful residential facility provided by the All Church Home for Children in Fort Worth, Texas. For another child, it is ensuring that he has a coat for the winter months and adequate clothing throughout the school year. I could go on and on. As we said earlier, there are over 800 examples this year alone. You can see that this is a long list of ways this wonderful Masonic program is working. And of course, we have never forgotten our Masonic widows, and we continue to honor our obligation to them. Since 1911, when we relocated our widows from the home in Fort Worth, the widows of Texas Masons can receive lifetime accommodations at the Texas Masonic Retirement Center. The TMRC facilities were well discussed at the beginning of this program, and in the interest of time, I will not repeat them. The Blue Lodge Masons of Texas continue to honor their commitment to widows and orphans and many more through the Masonic Children and Family Services Program of the Masonic Home and School. We have covered many of the ways Masons are doing charitable work in this program, but it does not come close to covering it all. There are other Masonic independent body hospitals located in the United States, and they're doing great work in their communities. If we could just get a number on all the dollars spent by them, and add that to the figures we have talked about today, add to that assistance by lodges in Texas, and maybe all the lodges in the United States, for scholarships, widows' assistance, assistance for our brothers in need, and donations to various community projects, and maybe a count on all the thousands of pints of blood we have caused to be collected. We would have charitable statistics that would boggle your mind. Yes, billions of dollars have been spent and continue to be spent in the mysterious world of the Masonic Charity Zone. Shrine Scottish Rite, Grotto Masonic Lodge, Chapter Council Commandery. Masons all, and how proud you should be that you are one too.
share.